All right, this morning, work is not a four-letter word. Well, okay, it is. But it's not that kind of four-letter word. Yet the evangelical communities have always treated it like it's that other four-letter word. We don't want to mention work. We have been overly concerned that if we tell people that they should be working for Christ, they will think that we believe that they must work for their salvation. It's not the same thing. And there's also a fear that people will start to think that we're a cult instead of true Christians. I mean, it's those cults that require everyone to work and go on missions trips and such, right? By the way, we do work and witness trips. We don't call it a mission trip, right? Listen, I'll tell you, this whole, where they get out and work and spread their skewed gospel, that's not their problem. That's great. Not so great when they're coming to your door, right? But the fact that they're willing to do that is actually great. You young people, you've never probably had to do this, but I, as a Southern Baptist kid, there were many times, summer missionary work, things like that, where I had to get up, go out, and pass out pamphlets. Have any of you passed out pamphlets? Do you remember passing out pamphlets or tracts? Nobody? Oh, man. Yeah. The Not I But Christ tract. And a whole bunch of others when I was a kid. And I'm not saying that that's what we ought to be doing. But I am saying that work shouldn't be a dirty word. One of the things that I love most about this church is that most of us here understand that working for Christ is fulfilling in and of itself. Isn't that interesting? Working for Christ can be self-fulfilling. Why is that? We'll get to that. 1 Thessalonians 1, Apostle Paul said this about the Thessalonian church. We, meaning he and Timothy, probably Silas is there, we always give thanks to God for all of you and mention you in our prayers, constantly remembering before our God and Father your work of faith and labor of love and steadfastness of hope in our Lord Jesus Christ. Did you see those three things there that Paul later talks about in Corinthians? There are these three things: faith, love, and hope, right? But the greatest of these is love. Yeah. Labor of love. It's a phrase we don't really use that much anymore, do we? But used to be, when I was young, people would say that. Oh, you bring your wife flowers. Oh, that's really nice of you. It's not a big deal. It's a labor of love. Or you manage to get up in the morning, and normally Paula lets the dogs out in the morning, and because I am not an early riser. But yesterday I knew she needed sleep, and I woke up, so I let the dogs out and got ready and came on in and tried not to wake her. You say, well, it's just a labor of love. Except that's not what Paul means here. When we speak about it and use that term, the things that we're talking about aren't difficult, right? There's something we can do out of hand without much thought. I hate shopping for cars. First of all men know that if there weren't money in it, we would never open it. It's just a thing. Cars are really important to women. And the problem is, you can go to that section in Target where all the cars are, and your eyes just kind of glaze over for a while, trying to find the card that means what you want it to mean, and it's frustrating. And so, I guess in a way that is an actual labor for me. Maybe for most of you it's not, but Paul here is talking about labor. That word labor is translated, it's the Greek word. We got that? She's got it, I know. That's the Greek word. And actually, how many of you know that symbol that's in the middle of it? Pi, right? That's their letter P. And kopos, and it's talking about a labor that includes sweat and fatigue. It's less like buying a car and more like post hole digging. None of you have probably dug post holes, but I can tell you that is horribly difficult. And so it's labor that's going to take a lot out of you. It's not something you're going to just do offhand. I'll stop by and just take this. Like yesterday, getting the baptism ready wasn't difficult. It was not a labor. It was just something, it's like flipping, And so that's not labor. Paul is specifically talking about working to the point of near exhaustion. I wanted to give you a picture of the New Testament life. The lives of these Thessalonians during this time of the world. Each and every person works. That the woman yesterday that I was sitting by, Rufina, she said, used to be, everybody had 5, 8, 10, 15 kids. And I said, well, here's the deal. Back in the industrial days and before that, children were worth $15,000 to $20,000 equivalents a year. Why is that? I know, Lyndon, you probably wouldn't get this, but they put you to work. In fact, by Lyndon's age, they would likely be apprenticed to someone and be learning a skill that would last them a lifetime. And when they were doing that apprentice work, the parents got paid for that. And so, if they didn't apprentice out, young girls, younger boys, they worked in the house, in the fields. Whatever that family did, they worked. And so they were actually worth $15,000 to $20,000 a year. Guess what? That is kind of flipped. Kids now cost you $15,000 to $20,000 a year. Hence the direct correlation of 8 children versus 2 children. Right? Because now they cost us. We have to send them to school. We have to buy books. All of those things. We have to feed them, clothe them. All of those things that cost, that of course they have no clue about. That's stuff that we've got to pay for. And so it's flipped. Well, used to be, from the moment you could, you worked. And it wasn't easy work. The closest thing I can think of it today, in today's time, is I used to watch the Duggars. Did any of you used to watch that? Come on. 18 and counting or something like that. They would go to the grocery store. And when you buy, none of us probably know what this is like, but when you buy groceries for 20 people, it's not a 30-minute deal to the shopping, to Smart and Final. Did you know that? And you would see these 4-year-old kids walking out with a whole case of canned green beans. And they had like this, they were all helping, from the very youngest to the very oldest. And parents of Yvette, you can talk to your mom, I'm sure. Go ahead and give her lots of those chores. See, they worked. They were installed with an attitude that we are to work. I am so thankful that I think if I had to think about all the people that we have here, nearly all of you are actively involved in some manner or other in helping this church work. That's the way it's supposed to be. And that is probably one of my greatest joys about being here, is that you each step up and do your part. That's what we're called to do. And this morning, I wanted to thank you for that. I wanted to take this opportunity to tell you, I know this is pastor appreciation, but this morning I wanted it to be the pastor appreciating you. Because I know that sometimes it's hard to get here when you've got a couple of kids. And when you got to get them out of the door, and you got to get everybody dressed, and you got to, maybe you worked really late last night. You're exhausted from your job, all these kinds of stuff. But that's what New Testament what life was like. See, they would work all day long, hard, and sweat and stuff. And then, do you know what? Almost every day, they came to church. Almost every day. Now, they didn't have a church, so it was someone's house. And they met together. And they worshiped together. And Paul would teach. And, of course, we have that story in Acts where the man fell out of the window. He was sitting in the window ledge while Paul was teaching. And Paul he was supposed to leave the next morning. He taught all night long. Aren't you glad I'm not going to do that? He taught all night long, and while he was teaching, this one guy, see, if that I warned you, you're going to stay awake for the whole thing. Because this one guy fell asleep, fell right out of the window and broke his neck. Died. And Paul brought him back to life. Don't count on it, folks. It's work. New Testament life was hard. They spent time all the time working, coming, being together, because for them nothing was better than being together. I can tell you that I actually firmly believe that today. Nothing is better than being together. Listen, if you are counted among these people, I want to tell you that I am so thankful that I may not every day come up and tell you, hey, thanks for doing that, or this, that, and the other, but I appreciate what you do here. But no matter what church you go to, if you feel like you're on the outside looking in, it's because you're not putting the work in that you know God gifted you to do. You're like the person that comes to the house and sits and doesn't help in the preparation of the meal, and then when you say dinner is ready, they come, what do you call that? What do you call that person? A guest. See, they're on the outside looking in. And if you have skills, have things that you know that can be used here, and you're not utilizing them, maybe that's why you feel like you're on the outside looking in. It's not because we feel you're on the outside.